Well, welcome to the stream, guys. Thanks for waiting out for us. A bit longer than I thought it would be to get started. We've got 3 streams tonight and a bit of prep work for them all. But starting off with the Mars base build number 4, of course. Carrying on with solo survival later, carrying on for the weekly streams on that one, and then we'll have a build off on the last stream where you guys can join the server and take part in the build off. It will be a hill climb event, so wheels only, try and go up a hill. It's going to be a bit of fun. With us on the stream today, as always, we've got Adam. Say hello, Adam.
Hello.
Oh, you could have said hello, Adam. You missed out on that one. But
I was tempted.
Yeah. You're still awake then, are we?
Yeah.
Feeling any better yet? Feeling any better yet, Adam?
No.
No.
Are you?
I'm yeah, feeling a bit better today than I was. I wish I could find what it is random builds. Load that one. Let's hope we got some daylight on this one. We had that daylight issue, don't we? But yes, yesterday's Mars base build, both of them, we made lots and lots of progress, and towards the end of the last one we managed to put a dish on top of the tower, gherkin tower type thing, and we have an interesting shape. It looks very Martian-y kind of building, which is cool because we're on Mars. We're now just going to make it look a bit prettier, stick some lights in extra places. I want to try and round off some blocks on the dish so it fits in a bit better with the gherkin part of the tower. Other than that, I think we should then possibly get started on the lift. This is where we left it. Looking lovely and pretty and night. We need to put more lights around the whole base, the whole thing light up nicely, but those lights need to carry on up this extra tower part we put. Also around the dish, we do actually need to put some glass blocks in as well, which is going to be fun. Yeah, it's very, very square, but we can round that off quite easy, I believe. It won't be too hard. Oh, and we're having some daylight. Now, should we keep it to this? I think it was a 5-minute cycle we had it on. Let's give it a quick go. Yeah, I've probably done this before I loaded. Let's have a quick go at changing the sun. Where it is now, to get 24 hours, you'd think it would work. We tried it yesterday, it didn't. But you know what, let's try again. See if we can go 24 hours and see what we get. Edit setting, advanced, duration, day. Fingers crossed, guys. Come on, let's hope this gives us daylight. Load. So, how is everybody in chat? Oh, Josh says, I personally think the top half of the dish a bit too low. Yeah, I was thinking about putting something on top of it, maybe. The lift can go up to the very top, possibly. It could be one of the things. Not too sure. We'll get this round off first and then see what we can do on top. If I put much more of a dome on top, it might look a bit weird. Oh, we have no daylight. Just give it one more go. Let's give it one more try at a value and see what we can get. I don't know why I got rid of the Alt F10, Alt F12 option, because that was really helpful. That was.
Not a clue.
It's a weird one. I'll have to try and look into that because it's pain trying to get this right. Let's go to 12 hours and see if that fixes the issue. I'll be tempted to go for 6. If we get sunrise or sunset, it's better than nothing. About singing that song. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Alright, there is not an option. There.
Since when?
I don't know. I was afraid it can be an option. And it can be a welcome relief. Oh, come on. Right, let's go down to 6 hours. I'm trying to figure out how this is working because it just doesn't make any sense. Odd timing is like 17 hours. That's what I was thinking. Alright, let's go 17 hours, then go 6 hours. And if neither of them work, we'll just go with a 5-minute cycle. I think we'll do that. We don't be spending the whole of this stream just loading and reloading.
Nope.
So let's go for 17 hours and then we'll go for 6. 20-minute cycle, yeah, I suppose that might be better, yeah. Want to be in the daylight now. Once I've looked at it and figured out, start doing around the blocks, I'm not so worried about getting a bit dark. It's when you want to step back and look at it to get some ideas what you're going to do. That's when it needs to be light, really. What happens to the Alt F12? That's what I want to know. I'm on creative. I should be able to do it. Didn't realise I took it out of the game. Yay! We got some daylight, and it's in 17 hours as well. Ah, oh, awesome. Nice,
is it just coming up or is it just coming down?
Oh yeah, Scar, you had a sad game. Is that just coming down, is it? Hang on, where's north and south and all that? I can't remember what we did. The moon was north, wasn't it? No, that's it, the moon was north. Is that north? Is that north? Hello, it's all moved, I think. Down on here. That should be the north. That should be north over there. Yeah, that is north. So the sun is rising. It's rising, it? Yeah, the sun's rising.
But yeah.
So we've got the sun from there all the way over to there. That's plenty of time. Awesome. Hit the nail on the head there, Autumn. Nice cool grave stuff. Bang on the money, yep. Firstly, you had a sad game on Counter-Strike right now. What happened? Did you die? And you wasn't expecting that? Happens sometimes in Counter-Strike, I find. Now, this obviously needs to be the observation deck. It's like a watchtower. Now, I suppose the whole thing would be a bit stupidly large for a observation deck watchtower. And the secret is we need to be looking out the distance. So I suppose having the watch-out room be around the outside and have some bigger building in the middle would be good. We could probably make this into quite a few levels actually thinking about it, because when you stand here, one block is basically a ceiling to floor height. You can make that as a room. So in here we get quite a few rooms. If we make quite a grand hall, perhaps this opening here, I should make this into a dome of glass and have this as like a big meeting room with a big round table. That'd be pretty grand, wouldn't it? Sitting up here. They have like stairs down to the level underneath, which is where the lift goes up to. So the lift would be one floor underneath. That could be pretty cool. And then various things around the outside here. This could be like crew quarters or something for people that work here and live here, maybe. And then on the outside ring, it'd be literally you walk around the outside. There's a ring of observation with various control points along the side, that kind of thing. Is that a plan, do you think? Anybody want to add to that?
Sounds good to me.
Okie dokie.
Esker says he had a really salty teammate.
Xbox 360, no scope trigger, happy teenagers. Yeah, a lot of online games are ruined by idiots, basically. Put it bluntly.
Yep. You're not wrong.
One of the reasons why I want to make sure I get the dedicated, the persistent worlds sorted out, so we get decent people on, so we can have decent gameplay. No worry about people trolling or wanting to cheat. They're on it for the experience and to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm debating on whether to start placing the glass first, then round the blocks, or round the blocks and then place glass. I'm also debating whether I should just finish this row of blocks around the outside so I know where the glass should be, which I kind of already do know because it's basically going around here. I should probably do that because I'm not going to see where the glass should be. I'm going to lose the shape if I don't do that. Let's quickly, this would be nice and easy to do anyway, so there's realises that it could be harder. I think I need to make glass merge up from this layer corner down to this corner. I'm gonna have a problem making that round off, aren't I? Should I bother doing this? You know what, let's not bother doing it. But I do need to put some sort of support in so I don't have to worry about disconnecting this side. But I suppose an inner wall would make sense. Glass is going to be free high, then the control room wants to be this. This needs to be the floor of the control room, that needs to be the ceiling. So, if I build the wall here, make these as supports then, can't I? Let's build that wall in first. And do the same over here. And I can do the rest of the wall around later.
Rooster says, why do I feel like the Jetsons?
Yeah, there is a bit of a weird feel like that going on, isn't there? I also think when I look at it from the outside, it reminds me of Lost in Space, the original, when you had that robot with the round dish on his head.
Yes. It was a bit, didn't it?
So basically, this here will be a ring all the way around the outside. I'll have to round these blocks off and make it a decent wall and go around. But all three blocks, that one, that top one, that one, will all be glass rounded out. That's what I want to go for, I think. So let's do that first, I think. Now get rid of these. Put that supporting wall perfectly fine. but this is suddenly fall apart. Need to bear in mind as well that when I start removing this, is it being held on anywhere else? It should be because I've overlapped. No, it probably isn't. Oh, you just know as soon as I delete that one on the other side, it's going to just drop.
Could be, you overlapped it.
Yeah, this is the control tower. It's the command central type thing. It looks out over everything. You got the long range. It's the control tower. Because obviously various ships are going to be coming here to land, and they'll be big ships. So you'll see them at distance. I guess I need to put aerials on the roof here. That makes sense. Have an aerial on the roof, that kind of stuff. Probably put an array of them. Probably use the laser antenna as well, so that can be an option at some point. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty. If you look at it, if you sit up here and look across, it's quite a decent height for the mountain range that we're around. We're in like a crater, so this kind of is a decent enough height with the mountains. Good vantage point. The building's fairly large. It's, you know, yeah, you can do a lot of damage with ships, but it's got to be a pretty big ship with decent armaments to take this whole tower down. So it's not like it's a weak point. If it was a smaller building, then that makes sense, but it's quite a hefty building. You take quite a few shots to get through this support at least. Yeah, I'm just concerned right now because I need to replace this ring of blocks here with angled glass. As soon as I remove the wrong block, that whole ring I think is going to fall, because I think that is the only block, as well as the other three that are on the other ends, north, east, south, west, that are actually holding it in place. If I was to delete so either side, we're losing quite a lot. I suppose I can start on this side, that's going to still be holding it over there. But it won't, will it? If I delete... That's why I get my head around symmetry again now. If I get rid of that block, it will delete it on all four sides, won't it? Or just do an opposite?
The opposite. Dark Dragon's back.
Dave. Oh yeah, Dark Dragon, glad to see you back, mate. Right, I'm going to go around here and I'm going to delete that one block and hopefully fingers crossed it's looking forward. If it doesn't, just to reload. There's only one way to find out, isn't there? Hey. So that means that's connected that end and that end. So I can start from the middle here, start disconnecting as I go around, like this. So, let's get some glass in. And actually, I've got a realisation here. If we're going to go for what I was originally thinking... where's my glass plate? Here it is. I was originally thinking something along this line, so that would be going up in place of that block there, to put inside. That was the idea, and then a flat, and then go in again. But we've got this block underneath to now merge up with. Perhaps I should do it there, and then 3 blocks high, and then 1 in.
Yeah. But then do you change that inner block for an angle block?
Yeah,
so you get a view.
Perhaps I should have like catwalk barriers or something along here, so you look over it down. Or I could slope these blocks in. I'm not too sure really. 2x1 windows. I was just thinking that. So we go like, let's begin around. Oh come on, buttons! Don't fail me. Oh, there you go, like that. That would work. Yeah, I've got the same issue with the slope inside. But also with this, I've got to bear in mind going around corners, the contours. I need to dip in a bit. It'll be awkward. Let's do a little bit of practicing on this edge. See what we can. Not good. No, I'll leave that. That's alright. It's not going to fall on the glass. It's not going to fall on the glass. It's going to fall on the glass. Oh god. Alright, we'll repair that later. That's bad, isn't it? Imagine being in that glass. Hello, we've got oxygen in here.
And that's both sides.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, got 2 on the other side, haven't we? Look at that one. That one over here. That one went over there. There's that song playing as well. Oh, see already? No's on, and I've deleted blocks right at the beginning of the song.
Joshua, perfect timing.
Right, okay. Get back over here. I think my astronaut's drunk today. So... windows. Now we've got to think about angles and getting around this edge. Obviously, let's go for the original idea, that one. And we'd have to come down to say there for that one. We've got to get from there to there, which is going to be awkward because of shared blocks and so on and so forth. Now, the angle we'd want to use for an angle block would be something like that. But then we're sharing blocks with the glass. So I'm going to have to do a flat floor really, aren't I? But then where do I stop that? This is going to be difficult. I'll have to probably do a flat floor glass there, but then I'm sharing blocks again and this is on the outside. Is anyone keeping up with me on this one? It's hard to explain.
Brewster says round the base off first and then see what it feels like.
I was thinking that, but if I go to all that work and find we don't actually get what we're looking for, a lot of time wasted placing blocks. Or just a little bit of planning could do the job. I need to do this side right, that's it. So, no, stop it. There's too many blocks. I have to put a block next to it to connect to for now. Let's do that quickly, and then I can connect to it. Right one. That one. So if I go for that kind of slope, I've now got the blocks above 3 to join with. Thinking this is the best way to go about it. Now you've got the 1x1s, which obviously won't work for the bottom, but you've also got 1x2 slopes. Right, one like that. This block is also separate. Come on, blocks. There we go. So that might be the way to deal with that. I can get around the edges like that, and I'll just have to use the glass underneath, which I'm pretty sure if I get rid of that one that I put there temporarily it'll fall, won't it? Oh no, it's not connected to the one above. But that, I think that would be the best way of going about it, and obviously duplicate the same on top. I could probably do symmetry on that, couldn't I? Not a bad idea actually.
Got to.
What do you think, guys? Should I go for that for each time we drop down one? We do that. The only problem is when we get to here single blocks, we'll have to change to the 1x1 slopes, which shouldn't be a problem. Are we good with that? Do we think? Are we smooth enough? I suppose it is really, because what we're doing, like down here with the angle blocks to smooth them off, is pretty much what we've just done there. Where you've put the triangle window on, you could do an armour angle, propping it up. Well, now I've got the windows above, it's got something to hold on to, which placing that initially was the issue. I'm not too worried about anything connected to that. I mean, I'm going to round these blocks up underneath eventually. That'll probably work with that quite well. Possibly even then build out slightly once I get to that. The airtight ceiling I think works okay. That actually works. It doesn't look it because you can see through, but it does actually work as airtight because that block is in that block. And we already know that that kind of a join where one block is here and one block is there works. We tested that. So I'm quite happy that works. If it doesn't, then I have to come by and change it. But I'm 99.9% sure that will work. Anything I do need to change, which is pain, is these. I've started them off the wrong way round. There's a little edge. If you notice on the bottom left of this window here, the one that's centered on the screen, it's got that extra bit sticking out, whereas the other side doesn't. That's quite an issue. So if I do it that way, that should look okay. I'll have to do it to that one as well, I think. The only problem is windows, making sure you get them right around. Right. I think I should turn symmetry on for above as well, and then we can do both rings nice and quickly.
Basically, it's just been mentioned.
Sorry?
Copy it on the top.
Dark
Dragon just said copy it on the top.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking as well. That's cool.
Probably want to delete a few blocks first.
Find that one, I think. That should work. Yep. So I need to redo that basically. So let's try this one. I relied on that block over there, didn't I? So worried and paranoid about this dropping. Save it again just in case. Symmetry in your head doesn't work the same as symmetry in the game.
No.
Cool. Alright. Get rid of that one. That one. One. That one. That one. We're even now, aren't we, for the blocks? I believe. Yep, and now just place the glass in the same places. And then we can carry on round. Nice bit of careful planning. Always works well. That's the round. That out. And we'll need one there, won't we? Yes. And you know what? Let's press T before I forget. Done. Okay, let's get these angled windows in, then let's worry about placing the block underneath. I really do need to keep my head on what buttons are what. Number one is the, on my screen, number one on the toolbar is the angled one like this. Number two is the flat one. I need to remember that. First. Cool, and then that's it. One round. Cool. And
yeah.
now I'll go to number two to flat one.
Yeah, you can make Star Wars ships.
You can make anything.
Pretty much, put your mind to it.
That's the correct one. There we go. I don't know, too bad. So I think later on we might even be able to merge them up nice and smoothly as well with the blocks. But we'll deal with that once we've done the glass. I think getting this glass will be a good way of getting a feel for how this is going to go. I just realised I've been doing this above, so I've got, yeah, I'm going to do massive windows here, aren't I, basically? I should probably do that now as I go around.
A bad thing.
Help keep it connected to the bottom. There is a 3x3, there we go. Okay, that's lovely. Fine. Outside or inside? Inside, there we go. That's the top and bottom connected as well now, isn't it? I haven't got to worry about falling apart.
Oh, no, all good.
That actually does look pretty cool, doesn't it?
Hmm.
And this one here is quite easy because it uses a 2x1 slope. Let's get, again, this is like the 1x1, it's got an edge longer on one side than the other. And I can't think for the life of me. On the inverse, that's fine. Why is it the inverse? That's it. It's going to go with that bit on the other side. I wonder if I do it on this side, it would cheat. It won't be exactly the same, won't it? Oh, that's cutting in now. Okay, let's just take it up to a little. No, that's not too bad. That larger bit goes up there. You can kind of see it through. That actually matches with the frame of the 3x3. Oh no, it is. The 3x3 frame, if you look at it, it's very thin. It's a thin frame. And it goes there, so there's a corner of it. Oh, hold still. It goes up, whereas that window now intrudes on that window, that extra ledge, which is what I was trying not to do with these. It doesn't have it on them. When I put the glass here, you won't get that effect in the glass.
Not a lot you can do.
Okay, I want to add a standard block on the end of this bar, so I can just remove it out. But it's just fine, it's sometimes easy to have the block selected when you're deleting blocks. I don't know why. But yeah, it does. Okay, let's drop this back to there for now. It's fun.
Yes, it is Mars Base episode 4.
Is that right? Mars Base episode 4. That's right?
Yeah.
Have I got it wrong? Have I put the wrong
one?
one
No, you got
on?
it right. No, you got it right.
Just wondering why I said that. Threw me off there.
No. That Dragon just put Mars Base episode 4.
Now if I go for another 3x3 here, then got to do a single row at the side. Perhaps just put it there and do the singles up that side, just to make it look decent. By ones here.
Brewster's got a point. Looking at it from a distance, you won't even tell.
Yeah, and we need to do these black as well, don't we?
Yes.
Yeah. You call me. Use that back last time.
Does hide it a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah. Ah, I can get to that one. Let's do that. Side.
That's annoying.
You know what? It's a lot bigger than I originally pictured. I was picturing like a little free glass window, but actually doing this, it makes more sense because it matches the size of the building.
It does look pretty cool. Yeah, Dragon says black looks better.
That's actually pretty awesome for a look out. We have to change some of these blocks to angled ones, put railings in and that kind of stuff. In fact, those 3 blocks should probably be the right angle ones that slope from there back up to here, so this is just one flat beam.
Yeah.
Or I could have them sloped, have glass underneath. This is where
Brewster says catwalks.
Yeah, catwalks. I was thinking about putting a command chair here, because it protrudes out slightly, even having those sides drop down so you can look below you. It makes sense to have one at each extreme, so north, east, south, west.
Yeah.
You have 4 people in control up here, and between them they can see 360. So possibly cut this back. It probably makes sense to do it now, I suppose. That's all connected now, so nothing's going to fall away. Let's get that done now. Make sure I get the right colour as well before I start making blocks. Think safe. So I could put more glass on the bottom there, but I need to control seat here. So I'm thinking if I do, no, I think glass underneath would look better. Do it all glass underneath and have an angled block with the control seat on. So probably go for one of these. Middle. Like that maybe. It'd be nice to do a longer one, but won't because of glass. But that could be where control seat sits. Which we should do now.
And then glass underneath.
Suppose, yeah, I want to be able to see really easily from this. So you can look around. That's alright. Down that way and that way. Can't actually see straight down. That's a problem. It'd be nice to be able to do that. See down
you know
there.
the angle blocks. They've got the really thin one. It's more of a point. Would you put 2 of them together to make a thinner beam?
Do you mean
It's your
these things?
No, the other ones.
These ones?
No, other. The actual angular ones.
Oh, you mean like I see these?
Yeah, but the thinner ones.
Like
and then just have 2 together, so you get really thinner. Yeah, them.
Yeah, but that control seat
you're not
on one
2
block, not across 2. That's a bit of a pain. Well, actually, try something here with these. Could go for that. Just thinking about it though, I don't really need a control seat, do I? I just need buttons and panels. People walk around and look on it, so I suppose I need to put a seat here, so as long as I can see.
Brewster said if you do catwalks,
you can't see past your arms anyway, but you can see the donut, so you can see outside the ring. And I suppose actually that's what this is for. It's for seeing outside the ring, not for inside the ring.
Yeah. Well, he was on about putting some glass floors in somewhere else, wanting you to look down.
Yeah. So for someone sitting here, this would be where you'd sit there looking out. These 4 seats would be for traffic control, air traffic control. You can see out nice and clear, and you can see down to the outside of the donut ring. That's good. That's good enough. Or we'd have other screens back here. We'd have the screens hanging down from the ceiling. Well, hello. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I'll do the other one when I get around the other side.
Yeah, groups says if you do catwalks on top and bottom, to have window floors, ceilings, and then make a platform halfway up the command chair. It's basically saying have it higher up and sort of protruding out, maybe.
Could do, yeah.
And Dark Dragon says Mars HQ 2.0. Booster also said, how about blast door corner blocks?
Could do. I want to get it. I like this way it sits out a little bit, but quite dangerous.
Theoretically, it should be safe.
Yeah, I suppose you could glass even. What I'm thinking, let's I'm liking what I've done here, and I think, bear in mind, these seats aren't for controlling the base, these are air traffic control. There'll be 4 of them, they can see the area, when ships come in from their direction, if it's coming from the north seat would handle it, give them permission to land, tell them what pad to land and that kind of stuff. That's kind of the scenario you'd have, and they control everything outside of the base basically, so looking outside the ring. There's going to be landing pads outside the ring for the big ships to land on. I don't want massive ships landing inside the ring, they're going to land outside the ring. And once they're landed, they then follow. I could have got this idea of having like a monorail type thing working, an automated drone vehicle which collects people and takes them into the base and goes for the security, that kind of thing. So that would bring them into the base, and then they'd be handled by the actual base control, which would be within a bit more. So I'll have some LCDs up here, various buttons to do things with the, on the LCD it'll tell what the buttons do and what the current status is, that kind of thing. That can be as you go around, and that'll be for obviously the north wall, the south wall, you go to that one specifically. I'd imagine up here where we have the meeting room, there'll be some kind of office to the side which would be for the main control guy. He has access to everything, so literally sit there and just have everything at a touch of a button.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that works. I need to turn Cemetery off with. Let's turn Cemetery off and go around and get rid of them as well.
You have Gabe saying hello, and any plans with this piece after you have finished?
Yes, Gabor, this is actually going to be used in my persistent world. This is going to be like the Galaxy Command type thing. It's a big HQ. Think of it as like a UN council building or something like that. World, universe, HQ, something like that. This is where it's a trade place as well as diplomatic place, that kind of thing. Still got a lot of details to perfect, but that's the general idea. I think. Yeah. So yeah, we're going to have like the large landing pads outside of the base, and then little connected walkways which drones will follow along to get in through the main doors. There'll be one at each extent, north, east, south, west. Big airtight hangar door type thing. Or on the outside of the ring, I don't want to do airtight hangar doors. I want to do my own custom doors. It look really impressive because the actual ring isn't going to be pressurised inside, but the ring to these walkways will be. So there'll be an airlock at each end of these walkways, whereas either side of the middle, where it goes to smaller tubes, we're going to have. And then obviously, main structure of the building, the whole building will be airtight. I do need to work out the airlocks for these as well, because this is going to be pressurised in here. I guess the elevator's going to have the airlock between that and these doors somehow. But I shall figure that out. But this is the elevator shaft, basically in the centre. It will be a big circle of glass. And on the outside there will be various levels for buildings and stuff like that. To be honest, these are the best places for residential rooms, I think. I did have the idea of actually having people bring their ships in, either down these corridors, bring their ships in to the big lift, and then go down underground to where they park. But they could even come up and then put their ships into a bay like this, and then have their apartment next to it, kind of thing. That'd be pretty swanky. A bit like the posh apartments you get in Dubai, where they put their supercars next to the living room on the top level of a 100-floor building or something like that.
Yeah, they're pretty.
So let's carry on with this glass then. I think we've got that sussed to duplicate when we get around the other side. We need to put top and bottom glass on here now. I think that'd be okay. I mean, that'll help with the slope idea as well, probably. Yeah, it will, I think. Yeah, we'll go for that. So let's get the glass blocks again. Well, then we're going to turn on cemetery again. Go for a 1 on here, I think.
There's going back to the control seat. You know the blocks underneath it.
Yeah.
You could cut them down so it's just framework, so you can see through them.
Yeah, I could do, but I don't think they're actually in the way though. Where I put it, we're actually sitting forward of it, because you actually the problem is when you're in the seat and look down, you see your own arms. They're in the way more.
Yeah.
If you look down, oh yeah, it is. It's showing it to the sides, isn't it? But saying that, if you look at the, you can see just see the edge of the donut there. You're not really losing much where that cut off is. I'm quite happy with that. I think that's all right. I mean, I've been looking down at maybe 1 or 2 launch pads. Probably have them at one there, one over there, or maybe it extended out over there. So basically, each launch pad is shared between 2 seats. If I had one over there, it'd be shared between this seat and the seat that's around there. The launch pad there is shared between this seat and the seat around there. That might be a good way of doing it. So 4 large pads, and you can see 2 from each seat. That would be good. Would that make sense?
Goes on, yeah, it does. It goes on about the elevator. It says about this game would be so much better if it had proper rails.
Yeah, there's
Easy
actually
to
a
do
really
stuff.
good mod for rails. There really is. Oh, you mean rails for like an elevator to go up and down, or rails like holding on rails?
I'm thinking holding on. I think that's what it's going on about.
Yeah.
You was on about that a while ago, weren't you?
Sorry, say that again?
You was on about them rails for a track a while ago on the
Oh yeah, there's a maglev mod that I use quite a lot, and I used to use it. I made a really good monorail system quite a while ago on a save game, and it works great. There are a few flaws with it, and it's not working too good at the moment. They are there basically. I've got the mod on here now, and they're maglev straights and stuff. I wouldn't use that though. I'd literally just have a wheeled vehicle or a hovering vehicle that uses the autopilot to go between places and possibly a script.
Yeah.
It would literally be like a shuttle that goes to and fro.
We'll have Kyle Brown back saying, "Looks awesome, Beardie."
Here's Carl Brown. I got
Not
your
seen him in
message
a
by
while.
the way on the other stream, Carl. Yeah, no problem if you're joining in with the Persistent World when it goes live. Obviously, I'll keep you guys updated once the website's up, and we'll start going from there. Right, what I'm looking for is the railing idea. You've got the catwalk rails, and you've also got these rails. Just quickly show you what we could do here. We could go for, hang on, that one, like that. Obviously change the colour, whatever suits, but that, you know, fairly safe. And then look out and around. Although you can't really see a great deal down, can you, when you do that? That is a problem. But we could also do glass floors like we mentioned, couldn't we? Or just slope blocks down to the glass floors. You literally walk on the glass floors looking down. I'll probably rely on that. So yeah, I can put these barriers up. That's good. It's just walking around, looking out. If I look down, use the glass floors. So when you get to here, you can't actually really walk between there anyway. So that's good. Get into the seat. You can now look down where you need to. Get out the seat. It puts you back here anyway. So that works. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. Cool. Let's change the colour of these for now, just so it matches the rest and figure them out later. Okay, let's get back onto the glass then. I think that's pretty much sorted that one out.
Bruce says Beardie's already ahead of the Death Star designers with that handrail. Make sure they don't lean all day.
Yeah, that'd be good. That'll work. Do the job. I'm quite liking the look at that though, it looks pretty good. Oh look, I've got the mirroring on the seat. Oh, I'll get rid of that later. Keep forgetting about the other cemetery we've got. Let's get these glasses done so I can turn that cemetery off. Okay, so back to the corner a bit. We're going to duplicate basically what we've done here. So we're going to drop in... Yeah, let's do that now. So we want number 1 for this one. Like that. We lost it. Oh, there we go. Right there. Go for one more slope block under here, which I'm hoping. Yeah, that's the way. Carry on with this slope around here, so you can put them up. Get that one. Go around. Oh, I'm loving this D kit, it really makes it easier. We need to make the angle underneath.
That Dragon asks, do a time lap.
A time lapse would be good. I have actually got a second PC on the way, which I shall be using as a time lapse video, so I can just sit it there watching, recording even, and then at a later date I can speed it up and play it back in as a montage or something, or just have it as a screen to the side of the stream so you can see it from another perspective as I build. But that's in the plans. I've been playing that for quite a while now. I've just been trying to get the spare funds that I can warrant without causing problems to spend on another computer, let alone the cost of another game, which isn't much at all, to be honest. This game is extremely good value for money, really. Especially look at how many hours I've played. I mean, I've got logged on this Steam account almost 1,000 hours playing this, and for the pennies that I paid for it, that's good value for money.
Yeah.
Even if I go back to the days when I used to play Sonic the Hedgehog on my Mega Drive, those games are like 20-30 quid each. More than I paid for this. I definitely haven't spent 1,000 hours playing Sonic.
No, because it got boring.
It wasn't it got boring, it's that I could complete it within half an hour. So that was it.
Groovester says, can you run 2 instances of the game to run a time lapse on one?
Yeah, you can not 2 instances. I can obviously be in the game with 2 characters, so I can have 2 Steam accounts, both in on the same game. One of them is spectator cam or player cam positioned somewhere looking, and you don't move that camera because it just sees everything being built. Whilst I'm on this Steam user playing the game, and you're seeing the same thing from 2 perspectives, then, aren't you? But a time lapse obviously is a recorded thing of real time and then sped up quicker, which obviously I can't do live on the stream. It's something I'd have to make use of after the stream to put into maybe another video. But just having the 2 perspectives is something I like, and also my my vlog series will be making use of the time lapse perspective as well, because obviously I'll be doing that not live. So when I've done my time lapse, I can then speed it up and put it on the video and actually make a true time lapse. That is the plan anyway. Did I do those on the round? Face them. Get the right angle. There we go. There.
Joshua, for some reason, said, don't forget, no matter what, you can't finish it.
Don't forget, no matter what, you can't finish it.
Don't know what.
I think what he means is when you do a build like this, you just never finish. There's always something you want to do. I guess that's what he means. Which is kind of true.
Possibly.
Because I have that issue with many builds, and this one really is going to have that issue. I just won't put this build down. There'll always be something I want to do. And potentially there's so much to put on this, I've just got to hope that the game will keep up with it.
Brewster says, maybe there's a script where you just set spectator cam to one place and it just takes a screenshot like every 5 minutes.
I could do a screenshot in 5 minutes, it's not too hard to do. I mean, I could just make a macro on my computer, on the computer that does print screen or F12 every 5 minutes. Not a problem, that's easy enough to do. You don't need a script, you just use a macro on your PC. That's not a problem, but I'd actually probably just, well, that's a good way of doing that. I probably could do that, be save space on my hard drive. But I could just literally just set my second computer just to record what it's doing. You know, then I can just take that video, speed it up, stick it on my video. It would be a fair few gig in size compared to, you know, a photo every 5 minutes. But both of the solutions, it depends on what kind of speed playback you want. If you want a slower speedback, pictures won't work because you have a low frame rate effectively. If you're taking a picture every 5 minutes, that's what, 12 pictures an hour. So if you want to get like 60 frames per minute on video, you're going to look at about, calculation there, 12 frames in an hour. Speed that up to 60 frames per second, you get about 4 hours 4 or 5 hours coverage in a second. Yeah, so if I'm doing a build for 24 hours, you're going to get about 4 seconds of footage. So in that sense, I'm better off just doing a video and then just speed it up to exactly what I want. It's always going to be smooth.
Dark Dragon says "Play Alone" by Alan Walker. I think he's on about a song.
Play Alone by Alan Walker. I have got it on my playlist.
Right, then you can't.
Yeah, I did have some Alan Walker stuff that I couldn't put on because of copyright, but I've got some stuff that isn't copyright as well. I'll say look into that. If anyone's got any suggestions for songs, I'll look into it. What am I doing here now? I need to drop down another level, and this is where we might have an issue. I've just literally dropped to that. I need to drop down again. No, I don't. Oh, hello.
The exact same what you've just done.
It is exactly the same, isn't it? It just,
yeah,
for a moment my head just went no.
It's just what you've just done, exactly the same.
Yeah,
yeah,
so
even Groupster knows you. He's on about, yeah, but that's literally the path of least resistance for a time lapse. Plus, your streams can get quite lengthy sometimes.
Yeah, the streams do get lengthy. I do really need to get my vlog series going again though. But so I've got a lot of builds that are needed for that before I can do any more episodes, because the storyline for that now relies on some large builds being completed that aren't completed. So I've tempted to put them onto a stream to build them as well, but I kind of don't want to give the story away. So yeah, it's a difficult one. But we'll get there. I'm trying to juggle this between work as well, and it's Christmas has allowed me to do some extra streams during the day, so
that looks like the same again.
It is the same again, yeah. I just can't place that one first. Let's put it there, round for that one, and do the one because of the T key again, which I really love. I can place
you want a room?
Oh, is that about a room?
You want a room with the T key?
I want a room with a T key.
Yeah, you're going on about it a lot.
Isn't a Friday stream, you know?
There was nothing implied. I just said, did you want a room?
Yeah, but you know what that implies.
I didn't say it.
Okay, pull it off. Okay, here we don't want to go to a 2x1. We want to go by a 1x1, don't we?
Yes.
So let's change that. Wrong key. The inverse of that. Place that one, and then again next to this, which is the inverse of that. No, the inverse of that. Okay. Quite a few different glass panels on the same button. Okay. That one. Again that one. Again that one. And then you go hello. Oh hello. Down here. Back to that again. So that one should actually be the 2x1. Yes. 2x1 here. Right. What's going wrong here? Yeah, I thought it was. I think I put that bit of glazing panel in the wrong place.
Bloody hell. Dark Dragon says he played Space Engineers for 3 days, 24 hours.
3 days for 24 hours? How did you manage that?
I don't know.
Okay, I think that's looking okay. This bomb. Just making Adam yawn just by thinking about it, ain't it?
Shut up. You get a lot of sleep last night.
Neither did I.
Oh, I threw up, didn't I?
I did the night before.
About 7 o'clock this morning, woke up and I was like, all through the night I was trying to fall asleep and it was like in and out. all night long.
I'll go there.
Okay.
What you just said. It's not Friday,
Right.
I'm not going there, okay?
Exactly. Don't have a go at me if you can't do it yourself.
I think we're warming up for Friday.
Not long now.
Okay, I think that's about right. That's a quarter of the way around now, so we get around to the other side. And go all the way around. I wish Cemetery worked on all that the way that I'm imagining it to work.
Yeah.
We didn't access here, don't we? Don't I? There isn't.
That Dragon's asked, what is your favourite game?
Let's have a think. Could it be Space Engineers? Probably because it's the only game I
don't
play.
think it is.
I'm gonna say Space Engineers, to be honest.
Nah, I don't think it is.
Nah.
No. You were more an Imperium guy.
Yeah, I just don't get that game. It just has no appeal to me. It's the.
Yeah.
I mean, what I'm doing now, you could do an Empyrean, yeah. So yeah, I could do this Empyrean. But the only reason I'm doing it is because I want to do things with it. Just building a building like this doesn't do it for me. The only reason why I'm enjoying this build is making it look nice, and I know that I'm going to have functional things in it. Like I'm going to build a lift shaft here. So the massive lift is going to go up and down, be pressurised. There's going to be control rooms, LCD, automated scripts, drones moving around. You can't do that in Empyrean. That's why I've got no interest in Empyrean, because it's just it's Minecraft, isn't it? It's building buildings.
Yeah. Well, you can't really do this in Imperium. Don't they have what's it called? Build out too far, it drops basically. It breaks.
What does it?
Yeah, without supports, so you won't be able to build this.
Oh, I get what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for 1x1s here, I think, aren't we?
Yep.
Oh no, it needs to be the angled ones, doesn't it? Clear on the thing. So I've got to decide which side we're going to have that dodgy bit on. That side, I think. Yep. Sometimes it doesn't look it's in the right place, you sort of like look twice. Yeah, let's get that. Into this plan.
That Dragon says look under. Doesn't look down. Glass.
Look under the glass. I mean, underneath looking up.
Might mean the tunnels, maybe.
That's pretty good. I wonder if this wall that I'm putting in is going to be a bit restrictive. I should bring it back a little bit.
Yeah, you could bring it back another block.
The room for it, haven't I?
Yeah.
Leave it there for now because it's holding the top to the bottom. Oh, I suppose the glass is as well, really, isn't it? I could remove that now. The glass would be holding it.
You hope.
There's a bot missing there. Isn't it there? That'd be why. It's still now. Where Dark Dragon said I play Space Engineers for 3 days, 24 hours, 60 minutes. I'm guessing that's total time added together. I can't imagine you playing it for 3 days solid.
3 days, 24 hours before days.
3 days, 24 hours, 60 minutes. I think he's playing the words there, actually. Yeah, it's 4 days and an hour, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which
Still a long time.
Yeah. What am I looking for? That one, isn't it? Yes. There we go. Tiki savers. Right. The next slot. So now we're going back again at this angle. So we've gone past the halfway stage, haven't we? That is literally the halfway stage there. Now we're going at this angle.
Kyle says he's got 5,000 plus hours.
Kyle's got 5,000 plus hours on this game.
And then he says no life.
Are you an established builder though? Have you got some awesome creations, or do you just not quite get it, but you still do it anyway? So I see some people that got more hours than me on this, and they just haven't got it still. They're just happy doing their creations. They don't do the creative side. They don't seem to improve their creative side. And you get some people that could be on it for like 10 minutes, and they're just absolutely amazing.
Mm.
And there's me that like sometimes make a good build, sometimes I don't. I've got a lot to thank you guys for with my builds, because I seem to have improved a lot since streaming, with new ideas kind of thing. I've made decent builds not being on a stream, but certainly improved my techniques and ways of going about things since being streaming.
Kyle says he builds tons of stuff, but I rarely publish them. Build really big worlds for storylines. He says he's built Capture the Flag style world with multiple planets and team options. Dark Dragon says he's going to copy your tower because he likes it, basically.
Well, I will put it on the Steam Workshop eventually, if it will fit.
Joshua says he's got about a week's worth. Still quite a lot of hours. Say a week's worth, but when you say a week's worth, what do you mean? What do you do in an hour, in a day sort of thing? How many hours?
Yeah, I mean, I'm like almost on 1,000 hours, so how many weeks is 1,000 hours? It's quite a few, isn't it?
Yes. You've had this game since it came out, didn't you?
Yeah.
Just after.
I've not played it like a lot. That's the thing.
Joshua mainly modded stuff. Some builds haven't published.
I'm all over the place with mods. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I don't like to use mods, but if an idea I've got will only work with a mod, then so be it.
Yeah. Your perfect mod would be the half block slope blocks.
That was my perfect mod, and now it's in game, so it's awesome.
Well,
use
some
all the
of
time
it.
now, and I don't have to worry about vanilla.
Not all of it though, is it?
But there are
Need a
blocks
few more
missing.
ramps.
But someone said the other day about there being new blocks available on the workshop that would suit me.
Yeah. You'd hope that Keen would bring them in sometime.
Hopefully they will. They do, you know, bring in blocks every now and then that people have made. I've done that wrong, haven't I? That there should be that one block then out.
Yeah.
Pick it up where.
Yeah, how?
So
Dark Dragon has 200 plus mods.
have you got them all active on one save?
Apparently.
That's just crazy. I can't stand the menus when you just get a few. They're just all over the place.
Joshua says in the next few days he should be able to publish a heavy cruiser with shuttle, maybe fighters and drones.
Awesome.
Cool.
I've never been into making fighters. It's never been my thing, but I'm inspired to now with this build because I want to make a fleet for this organisation. We're going to have our own army, so to speak, on them.
Yes.
I really want to make it look great, but also be operational. I think my strengths are in making things look good. And I'm good with all the scripting and automation of things. But when it comes to actually being functional, as in got good firepower and can do atmosphere and space, that's when I fall over because I don't do that a great deal. I haven't got experience in that.
Yeah,
So,
that's where Trent has.
yeah, exactly.
Take some tips off him, maybe.
That's why the Kusanagi worked so well, because it was a combination of our skill sets and it was an awesome
Yeah.
ship. Perhaps I might be able to put Kusanagi on this fleet, perhaps.
On it, a pretty big like thing for the game itself, though. Wouldn't load up on some one world.
At one point it wouldn't, but that was before the fix they did. Delete those, can't I? Yeah, because I've just done the. Oh,
Joshua says it needs to fit your build style.
it does, isn't it? So I should carry on doing them all myself.
But you can take what you've learnt off the Kusanagi.
Yeah. Okay, nearly there.
That looks pretty cool.
So I'll do these blocks in the middle now. I'll start from the middle, go back out again, so I don't lose the facing that I'm doing.
Last dump shell.
Yeah. We'll keep an eye on the time as well, because at 8 o'clock we're going to do the group survival. The group survival,
20.
sorry, the solo survival. So we'll have a 5-minute switch between videos. The only reason we need to do 5 minutes is that YouTube will definitely class it as 2 separate videos. A bit of a pain,
Yeah.
but be sure it sometimes.
Dark Dragon says it looks like a mushroom tower.
A mushroom tower.
It does, kind of.
Yeah, it does a little bit, yeah. Big old mushroom. By far the biggest build I've ever done. By quite a big part. I mean, put it this way, the Kusanagi fit on top of those 2 glass domes, I think. If you look at that, you think, wow, that is actually quite big. I mean, his landing pads look like they're quite small, but then when you get closer to it, it makes you realise that, hang on, look, it fits that really easily. You could get 3 of those on there if you wanted to.
Something you need to do before you end this stream is block count.
A block count. Alright, we'll go for that. We'll make sure we do that.
Because we've added a lot of blocks to it since.
Oh yeah, we've increased that tremendously.
Ooh, little Iceman.
Little Iceman! Right, mate, that's what you ate, didn't I?
Don't think so. Attention. I can see.
Okay. I believe we've done the glass. All the sides are done, all the underneaths are done. Okay, let's go to F8 and let's I think overall it looks more rounded as well now. That works. We just need something on top in the middle, like I think we should a bit of cut off the top. We should stick that on top of that. But we said about doing the glass dome for the meeting room though.
We could try and copy that sort of shape on the top.
Let's have a look, because I did blueprint it, didn't I? Gherkin
Yes.
top. Let's have a look at where this is.
Little Iceman says loves the build.
Thanks for the Iceman. I'm loving the build too, otherwise I wouldn't be doing it. You gotta be loving it, otherwise there's no point. Why did you do that? I'm trying to paste. Ooh, interesting. What's going on there? Creation, Gherkin top. Okay, and now paste. It won't do it. I've got. Okay. Creative mode tools on. Copy and paste is enabled. Why can't I paste? Okay. Is this because of the update we've had today? Oh, just not a screenshot, that ain't working. Blueprint screen. Creation date. Gherkin top. That is. There's no details for that. Something's on. Oh, I selected it now. I didn't select it earlier. Now maybe it'll work. Yeah, there we go. That's weird. I selected it, but it didn't select it. Weird. So that there. Can I get that to fit on what we've got here? Make some more fronts. I think it's going to fit. Too small, I think. Can't quite tell. Can't work out where that's going to fit.
Yeah.
Nova, the larger ships will land outside of the base. They're going to have 4 large pads, and that's what's going to be controlled by the 4 seats I've put in already. Shadows in a second. We should probably start building them soon, actually. Or we forget about the idea.
Stream.
Not on this stream, yeah, but later. I think that is where it needs to go, but it's giving me red for some reason. It needs to be centered.
Is it is it an even size, not an odd? That might be why.
No, they're all odd. Everything I've been doing, I've kept it odd, so I know that it would work. It just won't let me place it. I think I need to. So that there looks like it's the right count. That's centered, but it's not letting me build it. Okay, let's put a block down. You know what? As well, I need to turn off one of the symmetry planes.
That might be why.
Oh yeah.
Although it don't copy in though, does it? Copy paste through symmetry.
It doesn't, no, but I know it has done in the past. I'm sure it has because I remember doing it. If it doesn't, I'm just mentioning it. I don't know. I ain't got a clue.
Yeah, Nova says, yeah, you should start building them.
I should. There's lots of things that need to be done though, so hang on, I should have put the block in that I was meant to put in just now. Yeah, if I put a block here, I should be able to then build onto that. I don't know why it didn't place in a place where I just put that, but I believe that's where it needs to go. Let's not looking down on it. Is oh, there you go. Oh, well, that was it then. If I look down. It is a weird one. That should place there. It really should. I think it's because there's no blocks in the middle.
Joshua says damaged blocks. You know, when you cut it apart, would it have been damaged?
That's a good point actually. I hadn't thought about that.
It won't paste.
Possibly, yeah. Let's do this, so there's a kind of a base, and then let's do blocks up the side, so it's got plenty to attach to. That's got. That's got to work. Nothing inside that block. Yeah, maybe it is damaged blocks. Okay, there's another way of doing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, okay, let me try something quite tricky. The same height as that, plus 6 or 7. Okay. I think that'll work. I did it 1 block too high anyway. Might have to paste it somewhere, then copy it from another position so that it'll choose a block I'm pasting with. I mean, that's the problem, pasting it. But when you select a block, the block that you actually looked at is the one that it wants to mount with. Okay, let's. Well, can I attach it anyway to that? No. Okay, F8. Let's go up into space. To the ground. Oh, hang on. I forgot about that again. I've done it again, haven't I? Speed of my character. Alt F10. There we go. Next. Previous. I think it's previous. That'll be fastest because I'm falling. There you go. here. Put it down. I need to choose one of these. Just grab that a second again, because I think go far enough out of the atmosphere. Go quite a way. There we go. Right, if I now choose, literally grab the block I want.
By repairing them blocks first.
Didn't think of that. Yeah, let's give that a quick go. Oh, I need to be in a different view. Okay, let's. You know what? Let's have a look. Are they blood damage? I don't think they are they? Oh, that one is.
Yeah.
Ah, there we go. Okay, so we're going to do that then. Be on the character up here. Yeah, good call there then. So well done.
Joshua said it.
Well done, Joshua. I totally forgot about the damage that happened to him. A lot, isn't it?
Probably all the way around.
Probably is. Well, I've just pasted it next to it and then copying it. How is that? I did that way, didn't I? Yeah, that's connected. I think. See, oh, there we are. Focus is all damaged. But it's only seen certain blocks with damage where it's a sat, it's a twisted when we cut it, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think we're good. Double size now, no? Go with that. Back to F8. Let's go. Let that block there. Up. Now we're going to find our way back. Okay, where was we? There's the crater sort of thing. There's the crater there. There we go. That's where he was. And yeah, there you go. That's how easy it is to see. Right, let's get rid of
Joshua
these.
said it should work now, and Dark Dragon said save it.
Yeah, I think I will. Let's get my player here. I shall quickly rid of this. Oh, save it now. I need to save that
Got
blueprint.
just under half hour left.
Just under half hour left. That should be good. We'll get this on, and then I think. Whoa, what's it? Oh, the ones at the edge. Oh my! Quick, quick! But does some major damage. That's a long shaft. With a pound coin down there, you'd probably kill someone. But actually, that's not a real thing, is it? I remember hearing a thing about if you got the pound coin from the top of the Eiffel Tower.
Empires.
If it hit someone, it would kill them. But it
yeah,
wouldn't, because it would
work.
hit terminal velocity, so it wouldn't be fast enough.
Nope, it would probably give you a little nick. That's about it.
If you fired it out of the gun, if it's possible.
it would still do pretty much the same. It will get to terminal velocity as well.
Yeah, it would slow down, wouldn't it?
It's massive enough.
Yeah.
I'll do a mass modding out.
Yeah. Okay, this is the corner we're looking at, so let's go over here, and we know what block we're placing it on. I wonder if we want to drop it down a bit more there, to be honest. Have a look.
What
we should make it a bit lower. Is that too high, or...?
I don't think it is, to be honest.
I was thinking to cut off some of the legs and drop it down a bit more, might look a bit better. Joshua says a bit higher.
Nova. It says if a block falls from this height, it will kill someone. Keen physics.
You know, yeah.
He's got a point there.
I personally feel it's a bit too high. I think if we get rid of 3 or 4 blocks and then drop it down, I think it'll be okay.
Now, I quite like having it with the openings. Have them as glass. That could be like your meeting area.
I suppose, yeah, actually, good point. Could be, couldn't it? Go on a bit of a circle there with the glass, couldn't I? That's not a bad idea, actually.
It would follow the feel of the glass down the bottom.
Yeah, obviously the elevator has to stop about here somewhere and have some sort of staircase.
We just have stairs.
Yeah, that could work.
Okay, if it's like an embassy type building,
yeah,
you want to be. It's like you're in. If anyone's going to attack, you're in the spot where they're all at.
Yeah, so you can kill them all at once. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
So this isn't really where you'd have a meeting, but you know, no one's going to attack us. Well, we're a bit obnoxious with the fact that we've got the best military, so we're not going to get killed. I think that our support could be replaced by glass then. Just literally do a glass dome around it.
Yeah, you've got the shape.
You could build that in as glass as well. How long we got? 25 minutes? Or 20 minutes, it's going to take 5 minutes early. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's glass this. Head in here with the trees, it's going to work. 3 in the middle. 2. It'll be pretty much a hexagon, isn't it?
Yeah. Not what you can do about that.
2 in the middle, 2 either side, that'll look better. Need to sort of slope it back, don't I, to there as well.
Be able to.
And it's the no song. Good.
Don't break anything.
I've done these glasses the wrong way around, haven't I? Did it twice. How could that happen?
I was laughing at that one. I was laughing at what Nova said.
Phoenix.
Yeah.
So he's on the outside as well, which could be a problem. Okay, how are we going to take this in? I want to go up to there, so I have to do some kind of slope. Probably couldn't do the slope up that way as well. Let's keep this level, so I suppose that actually should be a 2x1 slope. Box I've got here too. Perhaps I'm supposed to use, you know what as well, we need to choose the right colour. Yeah, if we use these, it'll start.
We're not debating that you're wrong, Charlie. We know you're right.
That one. Place that there. So I need to slope this floor underneath, so that will let me place that. And then go for 3. Oh, I've got that one there. Not too sure how I want to do this. I could do that. Do the one next to it.
His next one is a solo survival.
Yeah. What I'm playing next is going to be Space Engineers, of course. But
yeah.
solo survival. Episode 6, I think it is. I need to go to there's 1x1s really on here. Perhaps I should use that pillar. Get those pillars in place, do a 1x1 off of that. Can't place. I might keep them pillars, it needs to have some support, so let's do that. Let's put one colour as well. And again, it needs to be a floor in here, so perhaps I should just put it in as a floor, really, shouldn't I? Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah.
Make it a lot easier to build on as well. I've got to figure out where I'm going to bring the stairs, because I want a table in the middle, don't I? Unless I do like a table that has stairs under it, and one side the staircase comes up from. And you turn around, you go around the table.
Yeah.
That might be better.
Pretty cool.
I suppose it makes sense to choose north for that as well, so that's north over there. So, fill this in. Got a centre block, so like a half block table thing. There's 3 blocks out here. Then off geometry a second, put that back. That's my cue to take the stairs up from beneath. Okay. Symmetry back on. Get all those. Yeah, I think if we go for colour as well. If I use that pillar, I could even change that pillar to a rounded block maybe. Or a flat block. Let's go that. And then go by the 2x1 here. Kind of get this bowing out effect on each side then, rather than a circle. Yeah. You can have doors out, couldn't I? So you can go onto the side here and have a walkway. Right. Do that. Okay, so that's pretty good, I think. Now there's a dome up to the top there now. That's pretty cool. Imagine sitting over a meeting and then some big fighter cruiser comes down and starts shooting at you.
Phoenix.
Yeah, that's the one. That's what I meant.
It wouldn't have a chance to shoot, it'd just crash into you.
True. Right, I need to choose what blocks to put in here to get the... Because down the sides we had that nice tapered in effect, didn't we? Down here on the glass. We use those blocks. That'd be a nice effect to go for, but we're on a part of the build where it's not 2x1 slopes, it's 1x1 slopes. I don't think we're going to have that. Although we could force a 2x1 slope by taking it up slightly. Perhaps we could make that into a 2x1. And delete that, can't I? I'm pretty sure I can delete that. Yes. So if I was to go for... I'm not too sure I'm going to tell it in. Let's start with the glass. Let's do the glass. I think I know what glass I've got on there. Two colours as well. No. In. Like that. That's the glass I want. I'll just do the box behind it to suit. The only problem we've got now, I'm going to have to do these funny angle side to make it work. That's not going to work, is it? Problem with glass sometimes, you just can't get annual. Side there is going to have to be a 1x1. See that? That's a pain. So if I want to do that angle that I've done with the first block, I'm going to have to put these 1x1s all the way across. Which could be done, it's not ideal. Okay. That's a side. Real pain in the backside of this. I don't think using an inverse is still going to problem after. Yes. So actually got this one. No way of merging the two together. There's not a block that will do that. Well, that would be a nice block to have actually. Too wide, too high, but goes back by one block. Be a nice block to have. You can do some nice, interesting windows with that. So,
yeah.
Problems. I don't think I can do this angle. I'm gonna have to change this bit around the side. Unless I don't go for windows facing up, but I've got to, haven't you, really?
Apparently Dark Dragon is streaming right now.
Cool, why not? Okay, so this isn't going to work. Any suggestions? I'm going to have to change these darts around the bottom, aren't I? Perhaps just bring that window out one more to the sides and then just do 2x2s. 1x1s, I mean. I think I'm going to have to do that. It's the only way that'll work.
Yeah.
Press delete, it doesn't want to work. It gives that performance issue. You really are
Now you're
tired, aren't you,
deleting something.
Adam?
No.
Yeah, you is.
Oh, I'm not.
You're yawning. This is the first stream of 3. How are you going to survive?
Make myself a cup of coffee.
Boy, that sounds... Yeah, I think I might have much.
I haven't eaten much today.
I haven't eaten. I've had a couple of biscuits. Yesterday I didn't have a meal. I had biscuits and sweets. That's probably why I'm not feeling too good today, energy-wise.
What you like?
Yeah. Okay, now we can do that angle. Let's fix that one.
Joshua says you can do a 45 or a block, then straight up.
Oh, I've done just, you mean?
Possibly.
That doesn't look too bad actually. Not as round as I would have liked, but it did look better like that. Unless I just use 2x2s. But if I just keep with the 2x1s, then I have to go up with a 1. No, let's look at that.
He was on about the way you had it before.
Infuriating. It really is. Because that's never to go too high like that.
Dark Dragon likes your thumbnails.
Thanks, Dark Dragon. I quite like my thumbnails.
Spends enough time on them.
Yeah, I do. I've got a system for making them, so it helps. I've got a bit of experience in typesetting and design, graphic design, so I try to put it to use. Problem is I get OCD with it sometimes and I can never make something I'm happy with. Okay, I think that's the general shape there, isn't it? Fit it in correctly now. That should work. That's going to be a 2x1. Oh no, it's not going to work, is it? Oh, actually, no. I think if I put... Come on, hit it. Come on, that there. I'll do a flat one here. can get that angle from there, can't I? Ah, that's alright.
Nova says it looked better the way you had it before.
I think it did, but I wouldn't have been able to do this kind of build at the top, which I think is kind of making up for it. I don't know, what I'm doing here, perhaps I could, well, I might better build this at the top and then delete the bottom and rebuild the bottom. That might be a way around this. I know what I kind of want at the top, but I was trying to work up to it and it wasn't working. I think I can do what I want here. I've got a feeling there's going to be a block or something that I won't be able to use.
Oh.
I've got a feeling I'm about to find that out as well. Okay, this is going to be 2 by 1. I've got a 3 by 2 block. I have 3 by 2. Yeah, 2 by 3. There we go.
Dark Dragon said you should play Minecraft modded.
I will never play Minecraft.
Not the big fans of Minecraft.
No, I will never
Either
play
of us.
Minecraft. Will not get me on their game. I've seen how this can work. I didn't go spending nearly £2 on my computer to play a game that is based on basically block. I mean, this is block based as well, but it's totally different.
Pixel based.
Besides, I've got enough Microsoft products on my computer already. I don't need another one. I think this might be if I can do this.
Got about 4 minutes left.
I think I might just get this done on one side then carry it on next week, I think it'll be.
Most likely, yeah.
And then a 2 by 1 window there, I think. Side as well. Yeah, I think that's the best I'm going to do there. But I don't think that's too bad. I could probably actually build it out even more, I think. But
Doesn't look too bad.
yeah, I think I'll get away with that. I just need to change the blocks around it now.
Yeah. Do you want to try and do what you did on the bottom part?
Joshua says top could be better. That was a bit I was happy with. It could be better. I can see how I'd like it to be, but they're just, if I do what I want, there will be gaps where I won't be able to fit it in because there won't be a block that exists. I mean, I wanted that block, for example, there to be a 2 by 1 slope, so it comes down to about here, give a curve. But you can't do that because if I did, you wouldn't be able to join from there around to here. Maybe I use those up here instead of 1 by 1s, but then I've got myself a problem down here linking up with this. Probably mean that would come out to here. Might work. I could start doing that top, but how I want to do on the side here and see where that comes out down the side. But I think we might have to leave that for the next stream.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think, you know, let's step back. Is that what we want the look of this building to be like? I guess so.
Doesn't look bad.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I was worried about putting something on top, making it look comical, but it kind of extends.
Kind of works.
Yeah, it works. If you didn't ignore the disc, that whole shape works well, and then put the disc on, it fits in that gap. That's all right. So yeah, the shape continues through the disc, so to speak. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. That's just pretty good. See you later, Dark Dragon. You really should join us for the next 2 streams though, especially if you can play Space Engineers, because the first stream you can join in and build off. And why am I flying around? Oh, turn my jetpack off. Okay, let's go for some screenshots quickly, because it was good. Look at that. What effect I'm getting on the glass as I move back? It looks like snow almost is falling. Strange. Okay, so stand here. That's pretty impressive. Out there. That's a screenshot. Where is the sun right now? Pretty much above us. That's why it's so dark underneath. Good shot. I'll pick one of these for the thumbnail. Definitely go from the top, I think. That's where a lot of the work's been done lately. The light's more on this side because of where the shadow's falling, so go around that side. It does look good though.
Yep.
Imagine when it's all lit up and you start flying towards it with the ship, didn't come into view. It needs to represent power, I suppose, and much wealth because there'll be money in the world. It'll be literally trading with goods. Okay.
Components, ours.
Yep, exactly. I do love these lights placements and the pattern on the side. That really does look better than I could have imagined. Go for that. Okay guys, well, 5-minute break and then we'll start on stream number 2, which will be the solo survival episode, carry on with the solo survival series, typically once a week on a Thursday, 8 PM stream. So thanks guys for watching us here. Please do either stay on the stream or come back in 5 minutes. We will be back, obviously, at the solo survival. Adam should be back as well, I think, unless he wants to go to bed. But
I'm off to make myself a cup of coffee.
Make yourself a cup of coffee. I'm going to do the same, I think. I'm going to make myself a cup of coffee as well whilst I wait for YouTube to sort itself out. So 5 minutes, we'll be back at 8 o'clock. Well, 4 minutes now, so let's make this quick. But thank you guys for coming along. If you can't make it on the next stream, why not? But thanks for joining us anyway. Please do make sure you like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell icon if you haven't already. And catch you guys in 5 minutes. Take care.